Hi, fire signs. I'm going to be doing your love reading for the 14th through the 20th, your weekly love read. So let's go ahead and jump into your message, okay? So your main message, your oracle deck that you got is Chalice Hills. The card or spirit is telling you, let your feelings flow and allow yourself to be vulnerable. Be open to receiving and enjoying the flow of life. In the past, you've had to restrain your emotional responses to get over life's hurdles. Now it's time to integrate your feminine and masculine energies and find balance. Allow your vulnerability to transform you and manifest inspirational new opportunities. Okay, and I think that one of the hardest things to do is to be vulnerable, because there's always a reason why you felt like you had to restrain yourself from being that way. And so when they're talking about life's hurdles, since we're talking about relationships, and this is our love read, sometimes life's hurdles could have been that somebody put us in a place where we mistrusted them. We trusted them at one point, but then now we don't trust them anymore. They put us through some stuff, and so we felt like we had to close ourselves off and we couldn't be vulnerable and we couldn't talk about the things that we're really feeling. But right now, Spirit is asking you to do that, and it's safe to do that this week. Okay, so let's see what's coming in for you in your past. So in the past, you got the Eight of Wands. So you had something coming in fairly quickly. This also, Wands is not just about communication, but it has to do with actions. And so maybe in the past, there's a relationship where somebody came in passionately, or you did because you are a fire sign. You came in very passionately towards someone. You spoke with them all the time. You spoke to them and told them how you felt about them. And so you decided to develop something with this person. Now the cards that you got for your clarifications is the Four of Wands. So yeah, so what you decided to do actually brought you into a place with this person where you guys ended up being joyful, happy. You guys were celebrating in the relationship. You guys came together as one and created something brand new together from this new passionate love, offer that you decided to give to them in the past. So something good came out of it. And also what you got is the Strength. So the Strength card in this particular deck, if you notice, the girl already closed the mouth of the lion. So this is something where the girl already tamed the lion. And so maybe when you decide to open up to this person and be passionate with them and, have something good and stable going with them, you, in the process, already tamed maybe the things that you needed to change about yourself in order to make this work. And so since we're talking about vulnerability, maybe you decided to be vulnerable with this person and it took a lot of strength for you to be that way with them. Okay? And so, but if that's not the case, it just means that you ended up being, vulnerable. Well, not vulnerable. You ended up gaining strength with them in the process. Okay? So let's see. What you ended up getting is the Ace of Pentacles. And so what came out of you being open and offering, and this person being in the same place as you, and you guys gaining strength together and learning how to work with one another, something brand new came in for you that worked out for both of you. So you ended up getting something stable in the process. So I'm not sure if this, turned into something where you guys decided to move in together, or you guys decided that you guys wanted to take your relationship further, and now there's an opportunity for this to grow and be more stable. So that was in the past. So let's see what's going on in your present. Okay, so in your present, you got the Empress. So this is a person that you probably find super sexy, very beautiful. She is very nurturing, very open. She is ready for love, and maybe the sex is really good. She's also a person that, if you notice, her clothing is everything around her. She's wearing everything around her. She represents everything that's around her. She wears it. She wears humility. She wears love. She wears giving. She wears productivity. She shows you who she really is, and who she really is a person that is worth having. This is somebody that, you know, a lot of people would fight to have, because they know what she's capable of, and they know that she's able to offer so much. So, I mean, this could be you. Maybe your person is seeing you this way, but it could be the other way, where you're seeing your person that way. And this doesn't have to be a female. It could be a male. You know, you can be looking at another man that way, or, you know, you could be looking at another female that way. It doesn't matter. But this person brings so much to the table and is a very desirable person, and you are wanting them. You are loving up on them, and I think you also appreciate them because of everything that they're capable of doing, and how they hold true to who they are. So let's see. What's coming in is the Lovers. So yeah, you see this person as somebody that really gets you. It's somebody who you can be soulmates with, somebody that you feel like the heavens or the earth just brought to you. Like, this is a divine timing for you guys to come together. And if you notice, like, you're being blessed in the process. You see the sun. It's just so overpowering. The sun is bringing clarity about this relationship, that it's something different than what you've had before. And so, you know, you guys are coming together as lovers, and you guys are open to one another. So yeah, this is a good thing. So, and what else is coming in is the King of Wands. There you are. And so look at how you're looking at the Lovers. You are so fixated on your soulmate right now, whoever this person is. You're so passionate about them. Your heart overflows for them. You probably already in your mind are running through ideas of how you can continue to keep this relationship going. You can't stop thinking about them. Oh my gosh, my heart is beating fast. I have never felt that way. This is the first time I've ever felt a connection like that during a reading. You really like this person, fire signs. I don't know who the fuck this is, but whoever they are, man, the way you feel about them it's something different. Like, they really open you up. Okay, they really do open you up. This is somebody that you're looking at as your soulmate, as somebody that you can grow with, somebody that is, you know, brought in divine timing. This is somebody that's good for you. And maybe because this is calling for vulnerability, for you to be open to the person, regardless of what you had in the past. And it's asking you to, you know, let your feelings just flow. And I think once you do, how you're going to see this person when it finally does happen, it's kind of like the gates of heaven opened up. Like, damn, like, that's what heaven looks like. Is this what love is like? Like, being with somebody, like, is this what a healthy relationship is? Like, you love this person, like, you really admire them, like, you're just seeing them in a passionate way, and your eyes are not coming off of them, like, you're just so fixated on them. But this is the thing, you got the 8 of Wands in reverse. So something is happening here that maybe that's why that vulnerability card is coming out. You're not saying shit to this person that this is the way you feel. You are withholding from telling this person that they are your soulmate. You're withholding from telling this person what they mean to you, how you see them, that you admire them, the depth of what they are to you. You're not saying shit, and you're withholding, like you're as quick, usually how you are right here. See, in the past, you're very fast to say what you need to say. You're very quick in being passionate. You're very quick to go after what you wanted. And you're very quick in sending messages or letting them know how you really felt. And right now, maybe because the way you're feeling is completely different than what you felt with anybody else, you're withholding from being vulnerable. And Spirit's telling you in the present, you need to open up. And I know this is different. This is something that you probably didn't expect for it to go in that direction. But damn, you need to open up and say something. Okay? You gotta be vulnerable. You can't hold this stuff in, because eventually maybe the person may not feel that you are seeing him this way, and they probably feel like you don't care for them in that kind of way. And so they're going to be left guessing. Okay, so what's coming up for you is the 5 of Cups. Okay, so at some point, something has happened. This may have to do with somebody that you have dealt with in the past. This is somebody that may be returning, or somebody that you want to return. But you did have some sort of loss at one point with them. Something happened where in the future, you don't want things to be lost with them emotionally, or you wanting them to come back. So if this is an ex, you're realizing in the past and in the present that this is the type of relationship you had with them. But the problem was that you weren't vulnerable, and you weren't telling them what they really meant to you. And guess what? They're gone. And so now you're wanting for this to return. You're wanting for that love to come back. You're wanting to take them back in. Since it's the future, it could be that maybe because you're enjoying this situation, this current situation, that you're afraid that you might lose it. Don't think that way, okay? As long as you're vulnerable and you're open and you're allowing yourself to flow freely in your emotions and be open to someone, that's not going to happen. And it's telling you in the future that that's not what's going to happen, because this person is not gone. This is upside down. It's in reverse. So that you're not going to be in this place. So hopefully you're not thinking that way. But what's coming in is the 4 of Swords. Hold on. No, this is the 5 of Swords. So there's something here that at one point in the future, there's going to be something, a head-to-head battle here with someone, and neither you're going to win in this situation. This is starting to read off something different, okay? Let me see. Let me just see the rest of the cards. So you got the Hierophant. And then you got the 9 of Pentacles. So maybe you are wanting somebody that you did have, this probably is an ex. You probably had a relationship with this person. You guys knew each other very well. You guys did have something stable at one point. This person is single and they're productive on their own. And something happened in the past where both of you let each other go, and there's like a massive fight over something, and now you're wanting this person to return. And this person needs you to be vulnerable, or you're wanting them to be vulnerable with you. But because this is your reading and the card came out for you, you are being called to be vulnerable. You need to tell this person what they mean to you. So I know the last 2 weeks we have been talking about something that you had to move away from and go into something that was better for you. So maybe you dealt with someone that you didn't feel like you had that soulmate situation with, and then now you're trying to get into something that is better fit for you. And so I'm just wondering if this is trickling down into the third week as well. Maybe you're leaving somebody behind, and the person that you're trying to bring back in that can offer you exactly what you're looking for is somebody in the past, maybe an ex. Or maybe it could be that you're fearing because you're not being vulnerable, and because this is different for you, you're fearing that you might lose this person and you guys might end up getting into conflicts with one another and getting into heated situation. And then it's going to get to the place where the other person may become single and go into a different direction where they're offered something more legit, more stable. I mean, this could also be that you guys are kind of in conflict right now because maybe the person is wanting something a little bit more serious than what it already is. And then they're telling you, you don't give me this, I'm out. So I don't know where this applies to you, but those are a few messages of what I'm picking up. But if this is fear-based and you're feeling that you're about to lose this person because you never had something like this before, and you're fearing that you might lose them and that there's going to be conflict and you're not going to have this, more of a spiritual, stable relationship, and they might end up being fruitful on their own and being single and productive on their own, stop doing that. Don't put what, isn't happening into your future. Everything that has happened in the past and present right now is looking amazing. Do not ruin it because your mindset is somewhere else, or because you're fearing, or because you're letting old things come in and keep you from continuing to have something good with somebody that you already found that is good for you. Let me take a look at this again one more time. This card also has to do about yin and yang. So you found somebody, that is your soulmate, somebody that you can fit perfectly with. So while you're hot, they're cold. While you're, being a specific way, they're being another. But somehow that actually works. You guys work well with each other and you guys can be each other's yin and yang. There is a big balance there between the both of you. But I'm seeing wellness and balance and faith. And maybe that's what it takes as well to keep something going, is that you need to have faith. You need to continue to have balance in this situation. And you shouldn't allow these old thoughts get in the way and keep you from having something that is real. And what I'm also getting from this card too, if you notice, see that cup right there? It reminds me of tea. Healthy teas. I'm not sure if you got into this relationship with this person and now you're starting to do things differently for yourself physically. And so maybe now you're headed into a healthier route, and this person has given you a different perspective of how to live. And so now you're making healthier choices in life. Maybe you could also be that you have decided on your own to take care of yourself, and bring yourself up to wellness and bringing your body to where it needs to be. But I also see peace. You may be meditating, picking up new things that bring you what you need. But yeah, those are the other things that I'm reading off of this card too. But anyway, so far it looks like you have really good things happening, and something's happening in the future where they're, you know, either somebody's returning and that's what you're wanting, but you're waiting. But it's taking, what it's going to take is for you to be vulnerable. And if you don't, you guys are going to continue to see things in the opposite way. And somebody's going to end up being single anyway and not want to return at all into the situation. But if it's something where you're already in something and it's really good and it's your fear that's drawing you back in, don't do that. Okay? Be vulnerable. Be open. Talk to this person and tell them how you feel while you're in this relationship, so that way it doesn't go into this and they feel that you actually don't care for them because you're not telling them how you truly feel. And what I felt here when I was reading this part was very powerful. How you feel for them is ridiculous. Open your mouth, fire sign, and say what you need to say, so that way everything can flow freely and it doesn't bring you into this space right here. This is what you don't want. You don't want to lose out and be single again. What you do want is you want something that's, you know, aligned with you, something that is stable, something that can go into marriage, something that can be beautiful. You don't want something to be, you know, where you end up missing a good opportunity because of something that you're not being vulnerable about and you're having fears. Okay? But whichever way it flowed for you, hopefully it resonated with you. Please give me a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what's going on. But you guys take care, okay? You guys have a good one. And happy birthday to all my Aries people. Take care.